Our next guest is here to help us get healthy. Please welcome our Carlsbad correspondent, Bryan Devore, and his special guest, the founder of 360 Wellness, Jackson Hale.
He's back! Mr. Carlsbad is in the house. What's up, Mr. Devore? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. This has been a great show so far and only getting better now that you are here.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, it's tremendous. Now, you wanted to bring Jackson Hale in here today. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I did. So as someone who lives and works in Carlsbad, I'd like to promote businesses for people who own businesses in the city of Carlsbad. So I was at the gym one day, and this young kid comes up to me and says, you know, you're doing okay, but I think you can do this a little differently. And he showed me how to do it differently. I'm like, wow, that's much better. Long story short, I got him to help me as a trainer. And he started this great business called 360 Wellness, which is not just about physical training, but everything you need to make your body that much better. So I wanted to bring him on the show.
Awesome. Jackson, welcome.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate you having me.
Yeah, so what exercise was Bryan doing when you saw him at the gym the first time? Was he walking on the treadmill and you're like, hey, buddy, you should go left,
walk
right,
differently.
left, right.
It's not left, right?
Yeah, no, left, right is way too hard.
Skipping, no. I believe he was doing a chest press, maybe a little bit of a dumbbell fly.
Right.
Working on the pecs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, and I was really doing it wrong.
And he looked a little tight, and so, I gave him a couple of tips on opening up the chest, working on his back muscles, trying to correct, some posture so he could, improve from there.
Right.
So.
Are you going to do something for us? Are you going to show us something today? Something that, maybe I could do a little bit better, or I'm just messing with you. Right? We don't have
I told him. I told him Derrick's going to want you to do like bench pressing or something like that, but we'll just focus on something else.
Maybe plank, a push-up. I don't know.
Always good.
Something. I can show you what I got going on, and we can see what you think.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that in just a little bit, so stick around for that. So this is obviously something everyone's interested in, at least I hope. Everyone is interested in their own personal health.
Right.
There's that old saying, that cliche, well, at least you have your health. Mm-hmm. Let's hope you at least have that.
Yeah, right.
If someone says, well, at least you have your health, and you're like, that's a bad place to be in.
That's right, because nothing else goes good after that.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
Right. Right.
So I think, and in San Diego, I think people do, in general, care a lot more about their health than like where I'm from in Missouri. Big problem there.
Yeah.
Okay, not a lot of gyms, not a lot of people working out. Okay. Mm-hmm. So here, different story. So Jackson, what is your approach to 360 Wellness? I mean, what is it that you think is different about what you do than what maybe most people are doing out there at their regular gym?
Sure. So my approach is in the name. It's 360 Wellness. I'm looking at covering all aspects of health through nutrition, corrective exercise, massage therapy, and also stress relief too. I've found that as the kind of the four main cornerstones of this business is most needed in the industry. I've been doing personal training for 2 years now. I played sports my entire life, and has found that as people want to grow and transition into a better, them, and even get to the things that they want to do, maybe they're injured or, don't have the time or the, the quality of life to get to that point. I'm there to help them and, take them step by step getting there. And right now I've really opened up the biggest segment, and that's manual therapy. And I do a preventative form of that through Eastern and Western medicine, combining different massages. I actually use 7 different modalities into a timed massage that transitions into stretching and activation. So a type of little workout afterwards to help finalize the area. And that's what I've really found beneficial in helping change the kind of the function of someone's mechanics. And so if your mechanics are off, let's say you're a carpenter and you do, hammering your whole life, your arms up and raised above, hammering all day, you're going to have maybe some shoulder impingement. Those mechanics get off. And so what I do is I put that structure back in position and allow them to move freely and, never get to that point of injury.
You ever work with any tennis players?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. They have like one huge arm.
Right.
It's all weird. Like, seriously, check that out. Next time you watch a tennis match, like one gigantic Hulk arm and then one like skinny, unused arm on the other side.
Like the arm wrestler.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do with that? And it's true. I think we all have little things we do, whether it's the way we walk, the way we run, maybe it's the way we're lifting. We tend to have these tendencies that can play out into really, even if it's a little off, it can play out into really bad things over time. I noticed that myself with the abs that I had been doing were actually causing back pain.
Right.
And I didn't correlate the two until I finally, got to a point where I actually went on vacation, didn't do any abs. I was like, gosh, my back feels so much better.
What,
So you don't notice it. You think you're doing
it's kind of a
something
snowball
good.
effect.
Well, and
Yeah.
what I really like is the fact that, I always thought I knew what I was doing on the machines and stuff, but when Jackson kind of helped me introduced like, stretching was huge, and using, the right muscles the right way, it allowed me to do more at the gym than I was before. One of the things that Jackson told me was, if you work your chest, what's the ratio? 1 chest to 2 back?
Yeah.
Or 3 or something like that. It's like I wasn't doing enough back. And that's why the posture was so bad. I thought that my posture was from something else. Turns out I was doing something, totally wrong. So his approach to really get in and see what you're doing and, how to help fix it, but really get into the root of it with the nutrition and with the stretching and everything else, it's night and day.
What do you think about some of the stuff that's out there right now, like really hot, like yoga is a big deal around here? Is that something that is good for most people, or is that something that people need to be careful with?
I think, again, it depends on kind of where they're at in their stage of function and mechanics. I think a lot of people can, do yoga, but are they doing it the right way? And that's the biggest thing with, I would say, technique. And where I come in is tissue health. My girlfriend right now, she does yoga, and she has a lot of lower back pain. And so that's one thing that can be common with a lot of people who do yoga is, taking care of their core and their lumbar. Sometimes too much stretching can cause injury in certain places. And so I've been able to help release that and, protect the area with activation and, keep them in the game, kind of like I like to call it.
I want to be in the game.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
I'm going to do a yoga pose.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Right.
And then, I'm going to
Is there any reason to do it?
Yeah, sure, why not? And then I think planking is something that is a really good thing, right? It's a simple thing that a lot of people can do. It's sort of like a full body deal. I've been doing it a lot more lately, but I'd like to get some pointers on technique, make sure I'm doing it right. And then I think push-ups too are something that a lot of people, maybe should be doing. It's a simple thing to do. Makes you feel really good. It gets a lot. It's a lot of areas.
Right.
You can do it without anything. Just do it right here on the floor. But again, technique could be a big deal. So let's check it out.
Go for it.
All right.
See what you got.
This is
That's pretty
Good,
impressive.
man. Yeah.
dancer pose. Balancing. All right, Jackson, are you going to be able to see what you need to see from
Oh, yeah.
here? Yeah,
I got
right there's good?
perfect
Okay,
view.
so I'm just going to get down. Let me tuck in my tie here. So we'll do the plank first. This has been big for me lately. I've swapped out my ab exercise to do planking. So this is kind of where I have it.
That's great, man. Yeah, make sure that belly button's in, and then think of kind of elevating your ribs, going onto your toes a little bit. So think of shifting forward.
Okay.
You feel it a little bit more there.
Yeah,
That looks great.
nice.
See how long you can hold that.
I want to see you doing that at the gym in those clothes.
In these clothes, I usually do 1 minute.
That's great. And if you feel comfortable in that position, I usually progress my clients into like a single leg knee drive. If you want to try that.
Like, come bring it up.
Yeah, and then right back to it. And then alternate just like that. How's that?
That's great.
Wonderful.
Nice. Okay. Now, what about bending the arms? Is that something that you should do in the plank too? Like if you want to get more resistance in the upper body?
Yeah, maybe a slight bend in the elbows.
Yeah, slight bend. I hear cameras going off.
Wonderful. Superstar.
I always wanted to do that.
Oh, good Lord.
After like a triple backflip, though.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Nice landing. He sticks the landing.
all right, push up.
Push up. Yeah.
So push-ups, like the oldest form of exercise. I like to do wide.
Yeah.
That's just kind of my thing. But I keep the legs about the same distance. So I like to go like this.
It's good depth.
What do you think, Doctor?
Yeah. A plus.
No tips?
No
Like?
tips needed, man. Yeah.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Now tell him to put weight on it.
Yeah, let's put a 45 on that. That's great.
All right, so Jackson, you've got an event coming up.
Yeah.
If people want to come check it out.
Yeah, a little 360 demo I'm going to do. It'll be Saturday the 25th. My new place is opening up, and I'm super excited about that. I'll be doing a 30-minute demo for anyone who wants to come in, get a free session, check things out. My normal sessions are 45 minutes or 90 minutes for the manual therapy, which is going to be, again, a blend of massage with stretching and activation. And so, yeah, come on out. Anyone can join, and looking forward to it.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, that's it for this episode of Smarter San Diego TV. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. We'll see you then.